The human voice is the instrument world play. It's the most powerful sound in the world. Probably anyone that can start a war or say I love you. And yet many people have the experience that when they speak, people don't listen to them. Why is that? How can we speak powerfully to make change in the world? What I like to suggest, there are a number of habits that we need to move away from. I've a simple for your pleasure here, 7 deadly symptoms speaking. I'm not pretending this is your statement, but these 7 I think are pretty large habits that we cannot fall into. First, gossip. Speaking ill of somebody who's not present. Not a nice habit, and we know perfectly what the person gossiping 5 minutes later will be gossiping about us. Second, judging. We know people who are like this in conversation. It's very hard to listen to somebody if you know that you're being judged without wanting at the same time. Third, negativity. You can fall into this. My mother in the last year of her life became very, very negative. It's hard to listen. I remember one day I said to her, it's October the 1st today, and she said, I know it isn't stressful. It's hard to listen when somebody is that negative. And another form of negativity, complaining. Well, this is the national art of the UK. This is your national sport. We complain about the weather, about sport, about politics, about everything. But actually complaining is vital misery. It's not spreading sunshine in our in the world. Excuses. We will met this guy, maybe we will win this guy. Some people have a flamethrower. They just pass on to anybody else and don't take responsibility for their action. And again, hard to listen to somebody being like that. Penultimate, the 6th of the 7, embroidery, exaggeration. It demeans your language is this sometime. For example, if I see something that really is awesome, what do I call it? And then of course this exaggeration becoming lying out loud, lying, and we don't want to listen to people we know are lying to us. And finally, dogmatism. The confusion of facts with opinions. When those two things get conflicted, you are listening into the wind, somebody's bombarding you with their opinions that this thing were true. It's difficult to listen to that. So here they are, 7 deadly symptoms speaking. There are things I think we need to avoid. At least there are positive way to think about this. Yes, there is. I like to suggest there are. Yes, there is. I like to suggest that there are 4 really powerful common sense foundations that we can stand on if we want our speech to be powerful and to make change in the world. Fortunately, these things spell a word. The word is hell, and it has a great definition as well. I'm not talking about the stopper fall from the sky and hit you on the head. I'm talking about this definition: to risk or claim enthusiastically, which is I think how the words will be received if we stand these 4 things. So what do they stand for? See if you can guess. The H, honesty, of course. Being true, really what you say, being chaste and clear. The A is authenticity. Just being yourself. A friend of mine described this as standing in your own truth, which is, I think, is a lovely way to put it. The R is integrity. Being you are actually doing what you say and being somebody people can trust. And the L is love. I don't mean romantic love, but I do mean wishing people well. For 2 reasons. First of all, I think absolute honesty may not be what we want to mean. My good luck, you look ugly this morning. Perhaps that's not necessary. Temper with love, of course, honesty is a great thing. But also, if you're really wishing somebody well, it's very hard to judge them at the same time. I'm not even sure you can do those two things simultaneously. So hell. Also, now that's what you say, and inside the song, it is what you say is also the way that you say it. You have an amazing toolbox. The instrument is incredible, and this is a toolbox that very few. This instrument is incredible, and yet this is a toolbox that very few people have ever opened. I like having two ramage in there. You might like to turn down to take away, play with, and regardless of you speaking. Resistor, for example. Now, resistor maybe not be useful